Good morning, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the opening ceremony of OSDHack 2023, the annual hackathon organized by the open source developers community at JIT. My name is Adit Sharma. My name is Adit Sharma. My name is Adit Sharma, and I will be your host for today's event. The open source developers community is an initiative by the students of JIT to promote open source culture. The hub is all about contributing to and collaborating on projects, networking, learning together, and guiding each other. We welcome those who believe in the open source philosophy and are willing to sacrifice their naps in order to change the world. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the opening ceremony of OSDHack 23, the annual hackathon organized by the open source developers community at JIT. My name is Adit Sharma, and I will be your host for today's event. The open source developers community is an initiative by the students of JIT to promote open source culture. The hub is all about contributing to and collaborating on projects, networking together, and guiding each other. We welcome those who believe in the open source philosophy and are willing to sacrifice their naps in order to change the world. These are our faculty coordinators: Professor Manish Kumar Thakur, Professor Vikas Saxena, Director and Head of CSE and IT, Dr. Prakash Kumar, Associate Dean of Students, Dr. Anita Sahu, Assistant Professor, and Dr. Ankita, Assistant Professor, and our student coordinator, Prerit Agarwal, and technical coordinator, Arpit Jain. These are our alumni: Ujjwal Sharma, Vedic Kapoor, Atri Sharma, Vaibhav Gupta, Pranshu Srivastav, Aman Sharma, Kanchan Joshi, Arvind PJ, Siddhant N. Trivedi. Our alumni have been an inspiration to all of us present at the open source developers community at JIT. They have been a guiding light to all the issues that we've had in learning and performing. Let's talk about our past events. OSD Hack 20, uh, OSD Hack 2022 was a 48-hour long nationwide online open hackathon organized by the open source developers community of JIT. Noida, over 500 people registered for the OSD Hack 2022, and an astounding 70 plus projects were submitted on our partner platform. We had about, as you can see, we had about 500 plus participants, 70 plus projects, and a whopping more than 3 lakh lines of code. And over 2 lakh rupees worth of prizes were distributed. We at OSDC uh, frequently hold meetups and also hold code jams that are 5-day intra-college events where organizers give the participants a theme to build their projects on. Participants register individually and are grouped into teams by us based on skill levels. The purpose of the event is to instill team bonding and leadership skills in the participants while working on a project with strangers. At the meetups, we hold the weekly meetups that are basically about any topic that the current the current members of the society of the community want to gain knowledge about. and we ask all our seniors, and we also promote all our seniors and uh, junior members to give a speech. It also helps with create building an environment of fun and learning and networking. We also hold OSDConf, a two-day conference focused on open source development, acknowledgements in the tech advancements in the tech space, and sharing knowledge between peers. Multiple speakers from the industry presented talks and demonstrations on a wide variety of topics. We also held OSDHack Night 2019, an open. It was similar to the 2022 one. It constituted of 15 plus problem statements and ended with approximately 9,000 lines of code, with tracks like web development, AR/VR, blockchain, and IoT. Now we would like to start uh, our talk about OSDHack 23. Before we begin, let's take a moment to thank our partners DevFolio and DigitalOcean for the support in making OSDHack 23 possible. DevFolio has been an instrumental in creating a platform that connects developers with hackathons, providing a seamless experience for both organizers and participants. Thank you, DevFolio, for your dedication to empowering the developer community. We would also like to talk about our partner, DigitalOcean. DigitalOcean is a cloud computing. Digital Ocean believes in cloud computing empowers builders to create world-changing apps. Most cloud providers aren't built for startups and SMBs. DigitalOcean, a simpler, more affordable cloud that's custom built for you and that supports you in every stage of your growth, be it e-commerce, gaming, blockchain, managed hosting, educational technology, streaming, advertising, etc. DigitalOcean has pillars based on simplicity, competitive pricing, support and community, reliability. Simplicity as higher productivity and easy adoption. Competitive pricing, save not only when you start but also as you scale your business. Support and community, support for every step of your journey. Reliability, a stable, reliable platform to help you serve global customers. Simpler developer experience, wide range of products under one umbrella, easier to adopt, higher productivity and cost savings, save as you scale your business, affordable, predictable, low cost outbound data transfer, support and community, support for every step of your journey, flexible support options, choose from free, standard, or premium support plans depending on your needs. Connect with the community, build your dream app alongside like-minded individuals. Leadership vast repository, leverage vast repository of detailed technical tutorials. It also has a global footprint better to serve your needs and your customers' needs. DigitalOcean also has a comprehensive product portfolio. It uh, it helps compute flexibility to choose compute option. Flexibility to choose a compute option that fits your needs, Droplets, Kubernetes, app performance, app platform, functions, on-demand serverless compute. Databases like PostgreSQL, MySQL, Redis, MongoDB. It also has spaces object storage, fast S3 compatible object storage. Kia empowers restaurants to operate more intelligently on their own relationships with customers. Kia had a vision to build a voice-based artificial intelligence program to enable restaurants to take order through virtual cashiers. However, they were hampered by the complexity and lack of transparency. Similarly, they have other products that helped other people. Hack the Box creates a safer cyber world by making cybersecurity training fun and accessible for everyone. So, we would highly recommend you to try DigitalOcean, and you can scan this QR code for $100, 60-day free trial, or simply go to digitalocean.com developer dashboard. Thank you. Now we would like to go back to our presentation. OSDHack 2023 is a nationwide open hybrid hackathon being organized by the open source developers community of JIIT Noida. It is a 48-hour long congregation of like minded hackers and tech enthusiasts where participants will brainstorm and build on their idea. We also have our partners Polygon, Solana, Filecoin, Replit, DigitalOcean, and DevFuel. As we gear up for the exciting event that is OSD Hack 23, it is important by acquainting you with a few ground rules that will ensure a smooth and enjoyable experience for all of you. I would like to invite our technical coordinator, Arpit Jain, to tell you about the rules for the event.
Hello, I'll be going over the rules for the OSD Hack 23 ones. So only students who are not a part of GIIT are allowed to participate in the online mode. Participants can form teams with students only outside of the institute but are not allowed to make teams with the students of GIIT. There's a maximum limit of 4 members in each group. You can only form groups within 1 and 4 members. Since it's an online hackathon, participants are required to use their own equipment and internet connection for the hackathon. There is absolutely no restriction on the type of project you can come up with or the languages or tools you use. It can be anything from a web app to a device driver, as long as it's not a hardware project. All code must be created and committed within the time constraints of the hackathon because late commits will not be considered. So please try to avoid any last minute rushes. Reusing or incorporating existing open source code or copyright free assets to create your magic is allowed, but provided that they are properly attributed and their license agreements are followed. Your project or the same underlying idea behind the project has not been knowingly submitted by you in any other hackathon or event. Please make sure of that. Now, all code written must be compatible with an open source license and should be public. Git and GitHub, they should be your primary version control system because that is how we will conduct your evaluations. Participants must submit their final project within the given time limit. Any kind of misbehavior or violation of the rules can lead to disqualification from the hackathon. So please maintain decorum on the Discord channel. And any queries, please drop on the Discord channel. The link for the same is given in the description below. The organizing team's decision on conflicts, results, prizes, or any other dispute would be made in all fairness and stands final. So those were the rules for our hackathon. Over to you, Adit. Adit, you're on mute.
We would like to announce that the prizes for the hackathon event. The first prize gets 15,000 rupees. The second prize gets 12,000 rupees. The third prize gets 9,000 rupees. And for the Capture the Flag event, the prize pool is 1,500 rupees. And the Mysterious event, the prize is 1,500 rupees. The Mysterious event is Treasure of Trivia Town, and details for the same will be available later at our Discord channel. The link for the Discord server is provided in the description below. As you can see, they capture the flag, treasure of trivia time, and we also have a speaker session. Thank you. Now, I would like to invite now, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to introduce our speaker for the evening, Prashant Mishra. Prashant has been an LFX mentee, Cloud Native from Cloud LFX mentee at Cloud Native Foundation, and worked on the Tremor project, which is an event processing system with written in Rust. He automated the project he automated the project's entire release process, and he will be sharing his knowledge on GitHub Actions, a powerful platform that allows developers to automate their workflows. It provides a seamless integration with GitHub repositories, allowing developers to build, test, and deploy their code without any hassle. Now, please enjoy your time with Prashant.
Hello everyone. I'm Prashant, and currently I'm working as a software engineer intern at Aquinox. We deliver cloud security solutions, and I'm one of the maintainers at this project called Kubearmor, in which we secure Kubernetes clusters. Today I'm going to give a talk on automation of the boring things GitHub edition. So, as we all know that in the software development release cycle, we have a lot of tasks, or you can say checklist to give. For example, testing or deploying, making releases, and all that. So going to be covering using GitHub Actions. Since GitHub Actions is the most easiest way to get started with this field. You can say it's a part of DevOps because it is similar, it follows the similar path, and it contains all the basic things required for your own project, be it an enterprise project or be it your own personal project. So what does GitHub Action does? It automates everything within the GitHub workflow. So you don't need to set up anything else on the outside. No external software, nothing. And it's all it's all in the format of the YAML file. It's like it's a data serialization language. It's like JSON, but it's not domain. GitHub Actions does not require domain specific language, so you don't need any external knowledge for this. YAML is pretty easy to use, and to automate these actions, we use the GitHub Marketplace. I can show you right now. So the GitHub Marketplace contains all the automated scripts and environments that you need for like testing or releasing your software. And I'll get to this later when I do a demo for this. So, and you can also build your own Docker images using GitHub Actions as well. So GitHub Actions, the features of GitHub Actions allows us to do many things like run analyzers, do vulnerability scans, unit or system test. It can even package and release your products, your applications. You can even tell GitHub Actions that you have a product and then you want to like release it uh, in an exe format, or what whichever format that you want to release, and you can make YAML scripts for that. There are scripts available on the GitHub marketplace for this that does it all for you, and you don't need to do anything. And it even shows live previews. Like if you're deploying a website, and for example, someone has made a pull request on your website, but you want to see if it's working or not. So there is a feature in GitHub Action that allows you to preview that website using external, using any scripts. Like for example, I think Netlify provides their own script, and even Cloudflare does that when you're hosting your website on using the software. So live review is a really good feature that I like. And GitHub Actions can be used for many other things, like running automated cron jobs and mining crypto, but uh, that's not something that it does it really well. And wait, so and it's man and it's made by the community. It manages all open source. uh, the community makes the scripts. There's no like the community makes scripts and then uploads it on the GitHub marketplace so that anyone can use it. And it can be used for complex processes as well. You can test, and you can deploy sites, publish release packages, uh, all in a single click. All you need to do is push or review a pull request, merge a pull request. Whatever you do in GitHub, it does it for you. So GitHub Action is based on these four fundamentals. First is the events. Now, what are events on GitHub? Events can be anything which is a trigger. So, for example, if you make a pull request, and this is an event itself for GitHub, and if you push something to a GitHub repository, it is a it is an event. If you review something, it is an event. Anything that you do on GitHub is an event and is a part of GitHub. So GitHub Actions can take any of those events and use it as a trigger to run sandbox environments. This is where runners come in. So runners are sandbox environments that can run all the automated scripts that we got from the marketplace. The, no, there's no external VMs required from your side. GitHub provides them for free. You don't need to do anything. You don't need to pay anything. As an individual, I think it's a really great software to improve your workflow, to automate it. So, and you can assign jobs for each step, and then in the end, the runner gets shut down, gets cleaned, and then a new runner is set up whenever an event is triggered. So, for example, we have I so if we take a look at this Node.js project, so we have a workflow. So GitHub Actions workflow starts with on the .github folder and the workflow folder, and then I made a simple YAML file that tests. So let me just zoom it. Okay, so as we can see, the name of the action, and then when should this action run? It should run on push. Okay, and the push is made on the main branch. Or it can even run on a pull request that is made towards the main branch. And what are the jobs that we're giving him? We are making it run on an Ubuntu VM that is provided by GitHub itself. And then we make steps. So we check out the repository, which means that we so that the VM is able to use this repository. And then we set up Node.js. This is also a script that is taken from the GitHub marketplace, setting up Node, and then with Node version and all that. Then we run yarn and we run test. And test is made by the following in this file. and all the tests it's picking it from this particular repo. It's not going anywhere. So I hope it's clear that how it's all running up. It's simple, and I made a simple. So if I talk about the GitHub Marketplace, it's an open source actions that has so many packages, like around 10,000 and more counting, and most of the creators are verified there. You can even publish your own script so that others could use it. So we can reference this action directly into your workflow. You don't need to download anything. It's all in the all writing in the YAML file, and you can even integrate in with the GitHub editor as well. So let me explore the marketplace a bit. So for example, we want to search something related to Python, and so we have code factor. So many apps are there. These are all actions basically. So we can set up Python on a environment, and I want something extra. So like I want to scan for security issues in my Python code. So we have repositories like Scan Your Python Code for Security, and these are made by the community itself. So all we need to do is use latest version and then copy this into a YAML file. Uh, Here basically, not here. Sorry, in the workflows in the YAML file, you can paste it around here, and you can scan for security issues on your Python file. So I'm gonna do a test run of my example project that I forked. So let's see. So currently we have this Node.js project that uh, sends these animals and the sounds. Okay. So what we need is that I'm gonna add another animal with its sound, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run it. So we have the rhythm here, and then now I'm going to push this code. So the code has been pushed, and so as you can see, the GitHub actions have started running here because I've set it on push as I've shown before. So it does everything on its own. You don't it tests everything on it, and this test is gonna fail because I haven't updated the test. That's what I wanted to show as well. That whenever you make changes in your code, you need to update the test as well. So now I'm gonna update the test. So we go on the test.js and we add the animal that we added. Okay, and then we can push it again. And if you want to test it locally, I mean, Node.js has the ability to test as well. So it's working here, so it should work on the action as well. So, but I'm going to push it and show you. Git add, git commit, updated test, git push origin. Okay, and then we'll see again here that a new test has been formed and in a new environment, in a new VM, everything is starting from scratch again. So GitHub Actions builds VMs when the flow workflow is complete. It deletes itself, it destroys itself, and it makes a new one again. So as you can see, the tests have passed, and so this is just one example. Now imagine what you could do with this thing. You can make like for releases we had to go to create a new release, and tried all this. GitHub Actions could do all of this automatically for you. It can even publish your websites just with a single push, or whenever you merge a pull request. So I've only explained the basic things, but it's a it's a really good software. And thank you. That was all from my side. I would highly recommend that if you are starting out, like if you wanna improve your workflow of your software, you wanna test thing, you don't want to miss any edge cases when you're building, so you can start out. To wrap this up, I would recommend that you join our Discord server. You can also message me there. And Arpit,
Yeah, so uh, thank you everyone for joining in. That will be all from our end. Just like Prashant said, we would really recommend you to join the Discord server because it is our main mode of communication for the hackathon. With this, we wrap up the opening ceremony for OSD Hack 23. The coding round begins in a while, so see you.